Hey, this is Damien out here in the garage. I want to kind of show a small amount of my rocks with holes in them. I mean, I've literally found thousands, maybe tens of thousands, all the way down from the size of like jewelry beads up to like really big. And actually, my kids found the biggest one out there in the woods. I can't even pack it, but it's sitting on our property. Made a video of it in my Facebook group. Probably go up there in the fall and make another one. I mean, it's probably a 500-pound rock. Um, but big, small, whatever. You always see the faces. Once again, faces everywhere. Sometimes the holes, they don't always go straight through. They go on an angle. I like this one of my favorite ones. You can see in better lighting, you can see really fine detail on this one. That hole just goes through right there, but just holes go kind of different ways on some of them. Some of them kind of odd. Even got that one hole goes through the corner, still faces. Dig them up out of the ground a lot too at work. Some ground finds. There's a ground find. Some people say water does this stuff. It's not necessarily water. There's tons of different ways a rock can get a hole in it. But like I say, what's the dead giveaway on this stuff? It's not just that it's all got a face on it. Not one face. You see that profile there? They got multiple faces on them a lot of times, and a lot of times you can turn them over and see more faces. And somebody had mentioned in the comments one of my videos about the quarter turn thing. It's absolutely correct. Yeah, every quarter turn you see something different. A lot of them know that hole appears to be drilled, in which they all may be. I don't know. They may just be, where they made a hole and then kind of reamed it out to be a round hole. But I put this guy in a video before. You see that? Look, he's got a fang and everything. That face. Actually, there's faces all the way around this rock. I don't know how you can deny that stuff, but some people will. That little character there kind of looks like a beaver or whatever. I see that a lot around here too. This big one, you see how big this thing is. It's huge. I just had to wash it off because I got to leave it outside. It's got that hole coming through too. This rock in there moves, but it don't come out. See, face. Turn the whole thing around to face. And you can see that all these little designs and stuff on there, that's not random either. This right here is a pretty special rock, actually. But I found a bunch of these bigger ones like this. There's another face. Face inside the hole. Looking at each other. Kind of got your bird thing going that way. But, it's just, I look at people and I'm like, man, how do you convince yourself? Because I can't. See, that's where that rock's jammed in there. Goes through that hole. You got the same stuff on this side, though. It's just the other side is a little more clear. I mean, what is this stuff? I don't know. I mean, somebody suggested, I don't even, you make your own decision. But I just know it's not natural. That's one thing I can just about guarantee you. If it is natural, then I don't know shit about the world. You know. Well, like I say, common stuff here around Central Kentucky, and I find them lots of other places too, but they're really common here in Central Kentucky. I probably got 3, 4, 5 gallon buckets full of just a little small, like jewelry bead, you know, I consider like this right here I'm wearing. And I got, you know, bins full of this stuff from different places, all kind of organized as best as I can, separated. And I got these big ones all around my house. I mean, these are everywhere out there. There's plenty of them. And it's just not natural. It's not. I don't care. It's not. That face is not natural. I mean, I actually had this on a stick with a guess one time of how it might be. I think I might have been pretty close. It's kind of hard to explain, but I think that was a big old axe, just, you know, for show more than anything else, maybe. But like I say, all we're doing is guessing at this point because nobody's looking at this stuff seriously. But it's here, you know. It's here. It's everywhere. And I try not to overdo it on collecting this stuff. I mean, you can pile up a big pile of rocks pretty quick. So really what I try to do is I keep some of the ones that I think are really cool. I keep anything from around here just because, I mean, I don't necessarily keep all of them, but as long as I got them close to home, that's fine, you know, out of the creek and stuff. But I keep a lot of the stuff I have to save at my job sites. A lot of times when we do digging, we're responsible for disposing of the spoils. And, you know, rather than them losing all their history, I can kind of document them and keep them. But they do pile up quick. And there's, you know, no monetary value in these just because they're everywhere. And it's, there's, you know, no demand and unlimited supply. You can about figure they're not worth anything as far as money goes, but you know, historical value, they're priceless. So I return a lot of stuff to the creek, you know, after I document it and stuff. But you know, these ones with the holes, a lot of times I keep them. And like I say, I have acquired a bunch of them. I got a lot. You see that guy? Look at that. See that face? It's like 3-dimensional. You know, a lot of this stuff is. Oh. Sometimes the ones that look like the roughest ones are actually the best ones. See, as I face that direction too. So I've come to find out, the ugliest rocks make the craziest art for some reason. But just a sample. I mean, I posted a lot of these and probably post a lot more in the future. I haven't put so many of them up on YouTube necessarily, but I'll try to get around to it. I didn't really even hand pick these ones. I just kind of grabbed some at random to make a video. Kind of no plan at all behind it. Just want to throw that out there. Another thing you see a lot with these is what, you know, we actually got the one professional that's dedicated his career to studying this stuff in our group, and he's in a few other, there's several Facebook groups. It's kind of doing what we're doing now, but you know, he's let us in on a bunch of this stuff, And this, you know, where it looks like a mammoth mastodon trunk over the whole thing, with the trunk and the body separated. Um, if you look on a lot of the rocks with holes, you'll see that happens. It does happen a lot. It's and it's hard to deny too on a lot of them. I've found some that are really obvious in that theme, but you know, there's other themes that just reoccurring stuff that happens over and over that these people in Europe have picked up on because they've been studying it for a long time professionally, and we got nobody looking at it over here in America. You know, if they will admit that it's artifacts, they'll say it's just insignificant, non-cultural, whatever. But a lot of times I think when you, like, I found that in the ground, and that was on a construction dig. I've got a big pile of stuff out on the hill that I was just saving so much stuff from out there because I knew it was going to just be landfill material. I've got a big bunch of that. It's got like this, you know, that stuff over top of it is just mineral buildup where it's been in the ground so long. A rock, I've been told, will actually grow a new cortex over time. You know, it's just minerals building up on it. And that's what you got there with that. I've tried a few things to get that stuff off there, and I've successfully done it a few times. It's just a lot of work. And they kind of look cool with it on there a lot of times. But that's what it is. It's the reason the ground finds look different than, you know, that's the same material. You see that faint little face in there? Nose, mouth. That's common too. You know, you be walking through with a like little shade, you know, kind of edge of dark or something, and you see these things just looking up at you. They did do that. I mean, I got too many examples to make me think that they didn't. But about all I got for this video. I'm going to throw a few more out there, some examples. Y'all have a good week.